Welcome back to another episode of Dr. Chris Key to the Manager's Mindset. Today, we delve into a critical strategy, maximizing efficiency with minimal resources. A concept that might sound like a paradox, but is a proven strategy that has been driving success stories across diverse fields, from business to technology, and even personal productivity and sustainability. We are going to explore the philosophy of doing more with less, a powerful mindset that revolves around achieving greater outcomes with fewer resources. It's about stretching what you have to its maximum potential and making the most of your circumstances, no matter how limited they may seem. We'll also introduce you to the Pareto principle, or the 80-20th rule, a concept that suggests that in many situations, around 80% of the results come from just 20% of the efforts. This principle, when applied correctly, can be a game changer in resource management and efficiency. Our journey today will take us through the core aspects of doing more with less, including efficiency, simplicity, resourcefulness, sustainability, technology utilization, and lean principles. Each of these elements plays an integral role in maximizing output from minimal input, streamlining processes, and innovative resource usage. And as we move along, we'll explore how to integrate the Pareto principle into this philosophy, helping you identify key inputs, reallocate resources, simplify decision-making processes, and optimize performance. Our aim is to provide you with a comprehensive understanding of these principles and a step-by-step guide on how to apply them in your business or personal productivity enhancement. We'll share tips, example scenarios, and even stories of successful implementations. This episode is packed with insights that can transform the way you view your resources and your approach to achieving goals. So buckle up as we embark on this exciting journey of resourcefulness and efficiency. And don't forget, if you find our content valuable, do subscribe and hit the like button. It encourages us to keep bringing you more insightful content. The philosophy of doing more with less is a powerful one, with widespread applications. At its core, this philosophy is all about maximizing outcomes while minimizing the resources used. It's about stretching what you have as far as it can go, and then some. It's about making every ounce of effort count, every penny spent worth it, and every moment invested yield results. This philosophy is not limited to just one area of life or one type of endeavor. It's as relevant in a corporate boardroom as it is in a small home office. It's as applicable to a multinational corporation as it is to a solo entrepreneur. It's as vital for the CEO of a Fortune 500 company as it is for the single parent trying to juggle multiple responsibilities and limited resources. In business, doing more with less is about achieving the greatest possible results with the smallest possible investment. It's about finding ways to increase productivity, boost profits, and enhance customer satisfaction without necessarily increasing costs or resources. It's about identifying the most efficient and effective ways of doing things, and then implementing these methods consistently and systematically. In personal productivity, doing more with less is about maximizing the use of time, energy, and skills. It's about finding ways to accomplish more in less time, to achieve more with less effort, and to reach more goals with less stress. It's about streamlining tasks, optimizing routines, and eliminating unnecessary activities. In technology, doing more with less is about leveraging the power of digital tools and platforms to automate tasks, enhance capabilities, and extend reach. It's about using technology not just to do things faster or cheaper, but to do things better, smarter, and more effectively. In sustainability, doing more with less is about reducing waste, conserving resources, and minimizing environmental impact. It's about finding ways to meet human needs and aspirations without depleting the Earth's resources or compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. So, whether it's in business, personal productivity, technology, or sustainability, the philosophy of doing more with less has profound implications and far-reaching applications. It challenges us to think creatively, act resourcefully, and live sustainably. It encourages us to strive for excellence, not through extravagant expenditure or excessive effort, but through intelligent planning, careful management, and mindful action. Understanding this philosophy is the first step towards a more efficient and resourceful mindset. It's the first step towards becoming not just a doer, but a smart doer, not just a manager, but a master manager, not just a consumer, but a conscious consumer. It's the first step towards living a life of abundance, not through accumulation, but through maximization, not through excess, but through efficiency, not through waste, but through wisdom. There are key aspects to consider when adopting the doing more with less approach. These fundamental elements shape the strategy that enables us to accomplish more with fewer resources. First and foremost, we have efficiency. Efficiency is all about maximizing output from a given set of inputs. It's the art of doing the most with what you have, whether that's time, money, or manpower. In this context, efficiency isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart. It's about finding the best way to use what's at your disposal to achieve your goals. Next, we have simplicity. In a world that's increasingly complex, simplicity can be a potent weapon. It's about streamlining processes and eliminating unnecessary steps. It's about making things as easy and straightforward as possible. Simplicity reduces confusion, prevents errors, and saves time and effort. Remember the old saying, less is more. That's the essence of simplicity. Then, we move on to resourcefulness. This is about using available resources in innovative ways to achieve our goals. It's about thinking outside the box and finding creative solutions to problems. It's about making the most of what we have rather than wishing for what we don't. Resourcefulness is a mindset, a way of looking at the world that sees possibilities where others see obstacles. Another crucial aspect is sustainability. This is about reducing waste and conserving resources. It's about making sure our actions today don't compromise our ability to meet our needs tomorrow. Sustainability isn't just good for the planet, it's good for business too. By reducing waste and conserving resources, we not only save money, we also ensure that we'll have the resources we need in the future. Next on our list is technology utilization. In the digital age, technology is a powerful tool that can help us do more with less. It can automate repetitive tasks, enhance data management, and provide insights that can help us make better decisions. By leveraging technology, we can increase efficiency, improve accuracy, and save time and effort. Last, but certainly not least, we have lean principles. Originating from the world of manufacturing, lean methodologies aim to minimize waste and optimize processes. They focus on delivering value to the customer, eliminating activities that don't contribute to this value. By adopting lean principles, we can increase efficiency, improve quality, and reduce costs. These aspects form the backbone of our strategy, paving the way for optimal utilization of resources. They provide a framework that guides our actions, helping us to do more with less. By focusing on efficiency, simplicity, resourcefulness, sustainability, technology utilization, and lean principles, we can maximize our results while minimizing our inputs. Remember, it's not about doing less work, it's about getting more done with the work we do. This is the true essence of doing more with less. The Pareto principle, or the 80-20th rule, is a crucial component of our strategy. Now you might be wondering, what is this Pareto principle? It's actually quite simple. It suggests that 80% of results often come from just 20% of the efforts. In essence, a small number of inputs can lead to a large number of outputs. But how do we identify and focus on that critical 20%? That's what we'll uncover in this segment. Let's start with identifying key inputs. It's not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things. Ask yourself, which tasks or processes yield the most significant outcomes? These are your key inputs. It could be a specific project, a particular client, or a unique skill set. Once you've identified these, you're halfway there. Now, on to resource allocation. With the key inputs identified, it's time to devote your resources towards these high-impact areas. If a single project is responsible for a large chunk of your revenue, it makes sense to dedicate more resources towards it. The same applies to your time. If a specific task brings significant results, prioritize it. Allocate your resources where they'll have the most impact. Simplification and decision-making go hand in hand. When you apply the Pareto principle, you're effectively simplifying your processes. You're cutting out the clutter and focusing on what matters most. This not only streamlines your operations, but also improves your decision-making. When you're not overwhelmed by a multitude of tasks, you can make better, more informed decisions. Finally, we come to performance optimization. Regularly assessing and refining your key performance drivers is essential. Remember, the Pareto principle is not a set-it-and-forget-it strategy. It requires continuous assessment and refinement. Monitor your key inputs, measure their impact, and adjust as necessary. If a certain task is no longer delivering significant results, it might be time to shift your focus elsewhere. To sum up, the Pareto principle is all about focusing on the vital few over the trivial many. It's about identifying your key inputs, allocating your resources effectively, simplifying your processes, and optimizing your performance. By integrating the Pareto principle, we can identify and focus on high-impact activities for greater returns. It may seem daunting at first, but with practice it becomes second nature. And the results? Well, they speak for themselves. Now that we understand the concepts, let's explore how to put them into action. So you're keen to apply the principles of doing more with less and the Pareto principle in your business setting. But where do you start? Let's break it down. Firstly, analyze your current processes. Identify where your resources are going and what results they're bringing. This step is crucial. You can't maximize efficiency if you don't know where you're starting from. Next, apply the Pareto principle. Remember, approximately 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. Identify that 20%. These are your key inputs, the areas where you should focus your resources. Once you've identified your key inputs, it's time to streamline. Remove unnecessary steps. Automate where you can. Technology isn't just about flashy gadgets. It's about making tasks easier, faster, and more efficient. Now let's talk about resourcefulness. This isn't about cutting corners. It's about using what you have in innovative ways. How can you get more from your existing resources? Can you repurpose something? Can you find a new use for something you already have? And don't forget about sustainability. Reducing waste isn't just good for the planet, it's good for your bottom line. Let's move on to personal productivity. The same principles apply here. Analyze your day. Where is your time going? What tasks bring you the most results? Focus your energy there. Streamline your processes. Use technology to your advantage. Be resourceful. Be sustainable. To illustrate these principles in action, let's consider a few scenarios. Imagine a restaurant that's struggling to turn a profit. The owner analyzes his processes and finds that he's spending a lot of resources on a wide variety of dishes. But when he applies the Pareto principle, he finds that just a handful of dishes bring in most of his profits. He decides to streamline his menu, focusing on those key dishes. He uses technology to automate his ordering process. He reduces waste by repurposing leftovers into soups and specials. The result? Increased profits, happier customers, and a more sustainable business. Or consider a busy professional. She's struggling to balance work, family, and personal time. She analyzes her day and finds that she's spending a lot of time on tasks that bring her little joy or results. She decides to focus her energy on the tasks that matter most. She streamlines her processes, using technology to automate tasks where possible. She becomes more resourceful, finding ways to combine tasks and save time. And she reduces waste, both in terms of time and physical resources. As we can see, these strategies can be effectively applied in various scenarios for maximized results. The combined approach of doing more with less and the Pareto principle offers several benefits. So what are these advantages? Let's dive in and explore them together. Firstly, one of the main benefits of this combined approach is increased productivity. By focusing on the 20% of tasks that yield 80% of the results, you're essentially streamlining your operations. You're shedding excess weight, cutting out the noise, and zeroing in on what truly matters. This focus enables you to accomplish more in less time, enhancing your overall productivity. Secondly, this combined approach promotes resource optimization. By identifying and concentrating on high-impact areas, you ensure that resources are not wasted on low-impact activities. This not only conserves resources, but also allows for their more effective deployment. It's about getting the maximum mileage from every drop of fuel. Thirdly, the integrated approach of doing more with less and the Pareto principle fosters innovation. When resources are limited, creativity and innovation step in to fill the gap. You start thinking outside the box, finding new and inventive ways to achieve your goals with the resources at hand. This can lead to breakthroughs and advancements that might not have been possible with a more resource-heavy approach. Fourthly, by adopting this approach, you can significantly boost profitability. As productivity increases and resources are optimally allocated, costs decrease. When costs go down and productivity goes up, the result is improved profitability. It's a simple equation, but one that holds the key to financial success. Now, these benefits aren't just theoretical. They've been proven in real-world scenarios. Let's consider the case of a renowned multinational corporation. This company was grappling with declining profits and inefficient processes. They decided to adopt the doing more with less philosophy and integrate the Pareto principle into their operations. They identified the 20% of their processes that were yielding 80% of their results and focused their resources on these areas. The result? A significant increase in productivity, a substantial reduction in costs, and a marked improvement in profitability. Or take the example of a small tech startup. Despite limited resources, they managed to make a big splash in their industry. How? By doing more with less and following the Pareto principle. They focused on the most impactful areas of their business, optimized their resources, and fostered an environment of innovation. This approach propelled them to success, proving that you don't need an abundance of resources to make a big impact. These benefits illustrate the power of this approach in improving productivity and profitability. So, whether you're a multinational corporation or a small startup, the combined approach of doing more with less and the Pareto principle can help you maximize efficiency, optimize resources, foster innovation, and boost profitability. It's a powerful tool that can transform the way you operate and lead you to success. While the benefits are significant, there are also challenges and considerations to be aware of. Embarking on the journey of doing more with less presents a unique set of hurdles. One of the main challenges lies in the identification of those 20% high-impact activities that yield 80% of the results. It's a delicate balance between analysis and intuition, and it's not always clear-cut. Misidentifying these activities can lead to wasted efforts and resources, defeating the whole purpose of the approach. Another potential pitfall is the risk of oversimplification. While the goal is to streamline processes and eliminate unnecessary steps, it's crucial not to strip away elements that, while they may seem insignificant, are vital to the overall operation. It's like taking out the small gears in a watch, thinking they're not important, only to find the whole mechanism stops working. Then, there's the challenge of technology utilization. While technology can automate tasks and enhance data management, it's crucial to remember that it's a tool, not a magic wand. It requires thoughtful implementation and regular updates to ensure it's serving its purpose effectively and not becoming another source of inefficiency. A common misconception is that doing more with less means cutting corners or compromising on quality. This is not the case. It's about optimizing resources and processes to deliver the same or better quality with fewer resources. It's about being resourceful, not resourceless. Finally, there's the challenge of striking a balance. While focusing on those high-impact activities, it's essential not to neglect the less obvious but necessary tasks. They may not yield immediate or significant results, but they contribute to the smooth running of the entire operation. Being aware of these challenges and how to navigate them is crucial for successful implementation. Remember, the aim is not perfection, but continual improvement. It's about making small, consistent changes that lead to substantial, sustainable results over time. It's not an easy path, but with awareness and persistence, you can master the art of doing more with less. As we wrap up, let's revisit the importance of doing more with less and the Pareto principle. In the bustling world of the 21st century, the need for efficiency and resourcefulness has never been more critical. Whether it's in management or personal productivity, the ability to achieve more while using fewer resources is a skill that sets the successful apart from the rest. The concept of doing more with less is more than just a philosophy. It's a mindset, a way of life that encourages us to focus on maximizing outcomes from minimal inputs. It's about streamlining processes, eliminating unnecessary steps, and using our resources in innovative ways. It's about reducing waste, conserving resources, and leveraging technology to automate tasks and enhance data management. Meanwhile, the Pareto principle, or the 80-20th rule, helps us identify those inputs that yield the most significant outcomes. It's about understanding that often 80% of our results come from just 20% of our efforts. By focusing our resources on these high-impact areas, we can simplify processes and make better decisions. Regularly assessing and refining these key performance drivers allows us to optimize our performance. When combined, these two principles offer a powerful strategy for efficiency and productivity. They guide us in focusing on what truly matters, in allocating our resources wisely, and in continually striving for improvement. But remember, it's not just about understanding these concepts. It's about implementing them in our own contexts, in our businesses, and in our personal lives. It's about recognizing the potential pitfalls, finding the balance, and learning from our experiences. So, give it a go. Try applying doing more with less and the Pareto principle in your own life. See the difference it can make when you focus on high-impact activities, streamline your processes, and use your resources wisely. And of course, don't forget to share your experiences. Have you found a unique way to implement these principles? Have you faced challenges? Do you have additional tips? We'd love to hear from you. With these strategies in mind, we can strive towards greater efficiency and resourcefulness. Before we conclude, here's a quick reminder. If you found our discussion on maximizing efficiency with minimal resources enlightening, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more insights. There's a whole treasure trove of knowledge waiting for you in our other videos, part of the Dr. Chris Key to the Manager's Mindset series. Each episode is packed with valuable strategies, tips, and examples aimed at empowering you to think differently and work smarter. Also, consider following us on our social media platforms. It's a great way to stay connected, get real-time updates, and access additional resources. It's not just about watching and learning. It's about engaging and growing together in this journey of mastering the art of doing more with less. Thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned for more insights on Dr. Chris Key to the Manager's Mindset.